Alqubit, IT, as an expression of art.
Hello world. I'm not going away as usual. Hello. New stuff, cool stuff. You know that I'm keeping to show you off all the cool stuff. Today is very alpha test. Because there is a lot to study, I haven't went through all the manual, double check, trouble check. This is super cool stuff. As I have promised it since September, when I have invested heavily in this project, I want to show you Ultimatte Blackmagic Ultimatte. It is super cool stuff, absolutely amazing. It is a complex device, tiny device, the little guy here. And let's show off something. What I have done. The two cameras that are active today are ending up in Blackmagic at the Mini Extreme. From the Extreme are going here, and from here inside at the Mini Pro, that is live streaming. And this is exactly the workflow that I would like to keep eventually with the real-time anamorphic, when I will have two or more lenses, anamorphic lenses. It is exactly that way. Yes, it doesn't switch the point of view, but let's suppose that the background is into so far away that doesn't change anything. The other thing that I want to change a little bit of my live production is to showing off my own photography. Between 2017 and 2018, I was almost for a year in Calabria, south of Italy, exactly at 30 meters from the sea, night and day, almost for a year. Amazing. I have something like 1,000 beautiful photos like that. And this is a way to showing off my art. Let's see. It will not be perfect, but it is something like that. Never ending photos. And what it is, the beautiful Ultimatte. Ultimatte is a complex device, very complex device, tiny, but really complex. If you think that it is simple, you are delusional. It is very complex. And it is amazing. Yeah, the server is doing its stuff with rendering. It is a live composing system with green screen or blue screen, whatever you want. I have the smallest one, this guy here, at the Mini Ultimatte 12 HD Mini. I will do another session with all the advanced stuff, advanced presenting this is only an alpha version of what will be. Because I was so excited that I couldn't wait. You see that there is a green screen on the page, and it wasn't showing. Hey, it needs to be super proved, super test. And it is very complex device. At first glance, it's like something that will get scared. Why is that? Because the interface is as it was acquired by Ultimatte. Ultimatte is being acquired 10 years ago and more. Blackmagic has improved those thing here. Before was just as a slide, and it is extremely complicated fine-tuning. There is nothing like green keying. It's what is inside the Atem Mini. There is so many fine-tunings that you will get crazy. And I want to show some of them. As for example, I'm not the level to show everything with, but there is extremely fine-tuned. There are different settings. Foreground is the image of the camera, and background is the image of my picture that I have set. Everything can be fine-tuned and done as a contrast, saturation, white levels, shadow levels, to the point that they seems to be the same place, the same image, and it is very advanced. Let me show some for example, I can manage lighting. If I don't have light, I can manage lighting. I can turn off the light, basically. It looks confusing because it is a little bit. As a usability, this system has its struggles but because it is difficult to arrive to the logic that is behind. But there is a very strong logic, beautiful logic. Instead of doing it as a menu, they all sparse that way. And it is difficult to conceptualize where you are, how you are. For example, settings. If you click on system, this is simple. In the media, somehow the usability is still of the original design. And it is not so easygoing, I can assure you. That's why. There is a not so cheap remote with which you will understand the system much quicker if you have this stuff. But this is basically what I'm using now is Ultimatte Software Control. That is 99% what is the remote control. Thanks Blackmagic for integrated it, because originally the Ultimatte didn't have this software. Blackmagic has done. And you can fine-tune every aspect. I can freeze everything. I will just freeze. And you can set foreground is the camera. Black white level. Once you set this, there is absolute logic and you can understand it, but it is fragmented. This is the issue. The visual representation is fragmented. There are the three colors, essential colors for almost each and every one of the settings: red, green, blue. There is a beautiful video of 10 years ago and more from the original Ultimatte previous version 11, I think, when there is explained why are those three settings separated. Because with the king and everything in the spills from the background, if you represent cities in DaVinci Resolve, for example, the faders with the colors, the set of the colors are different level, and they are some kind of distorted because there is a spill from the green screen. And with those, you fine tune in order, you see, I don't have the spill of the green. You fine tune for each and every one of the settings the levels, and it is absolutely beautiful. If I move -14, I can show you how we move. You see, everything begins to be separated from the rest. And this is the black, because the entire image is going through the Ultimatte. From the output of the first extreme, I'm pushing it inside the Ultimatte, it is doing the keying, everything. Contrast is saturation. You see? Everything is super fine tuning, the possibility to fine tune everything, even the skin tone. Flare 1, flare 2 for the spilling of the green. There are tons of things, really a lot. There are at least 100 and more settings. You need to fine tune. It is not the poor image that comes from the camera. You need to calibrate with the green screen, with everything. Again, the colors, everything, basically. You need to fine tune here inside. Something interesting that I can show. Because it is difficult to find the logic because the menus are fragmented and you need to rediscover every time the menu. At least you didn't have worked for months. I have learned it in September. I have done the first test in September. I have forgotten everything. Today was the first day that I have set it again next new. And you can do really a lot of fine tuning. You can set the difference on the green screen. If there is 2 points with different hue, you can fine tune correct this. I'm looking to disable how was the thing? Sorry, I just need to research. You see, in the background it's the green screen. This is all green screen. And there are a lot of fine tuning and lighting is not enough, but I have done my best for today. And it is very cool. And there is a little here that can be improved, but I'm basically the first time that I'm testing it. And there is different how it's pronounced, Ultimatte matte. And I will go into, once I have learned the necessary level, I will explain it. Now I don't feel comfortable enough. And here is, you see, when you turn it on, that is on air. And one important thing that I have seen, that every setting, you need to save it immediately. There are 5 slots. because if you push the preset button, it returns immediately of the preset of before. Or if you do some of those auto screen sample or whatever setting made reset, it basically, it is very advanced and it's doing the keying automatically. But I can, this is the green screen and it is not perfect even. I'm turning it on. I can have even blue screen and it is transparent. My blue, and it is super cool. You see the difference once I have I'm returning with my preset that I have slightly optimized, and you can absolutely fine-tune everything. You can fine-tune to the background. Let's see the background. Background saturation. I will go with saturation like crazy. I can turn it basically black and white. The contrast. Black levels. White levels of the background. It is very, 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 very really advanced. And the entire contrast. To the foreground. The same thing. Saturation. You see? The contrast. In order to look as it is at the same place, you cannot have the contrast. This is what is Zoom meeting or whatever low level keying is doing usually. That you look like outside in another world. You can fine tune it. It doesn't look that you are. It is absolutely in the same place. The same everything. Endless settings. Really. Other. Let me return as before. Yes, it is a little bit too contrasty, too saturated, but who cares? I am fine-tuned because this is a beautiful sunset. And I wanted to be with the color that is more consonant with the saturation. I'm searching for one settings that I don't remember which is. To show you only the background. Can switch. And this is the basic, the advanced models have even order of magnitude of more possibilities. I cannot find it, unfortunately. Now with everything that is, I don't have the muscle memory to find it. Let me see. No. And this is shortly that I wanted to show. It is very cool. I am absolutely super excited. And this will be a new chapter in my creativity because I have so many images that every time I will change the images. You can clean up the levels. You can change the density. Shadow levels. A lot. Really a lot. Let me reset. And this is very advanced. I'm super happy, and I wanted to produce this result as soon as possible because it is really cool. I can be black and white, basically, and you can fine tune. Let me set the super source, but it is not. You can fine tune. Foreground is the camera, so it is the signal of this. Yeah, you need to invest its time, but you can reach absolutely control in super. This is a high level product for broadcast. It is you can do really advanced stuff. And it can be integrated with Unreal. That what I want to do in the long run, in order to have, and then you can basically even change with the more advanced models the how it's called, the composition, that changing the camera, the background is changing even in real time with the necessary sensor for to measure the movements. It is beyond advanced, and this is cool. This is super cool. I wanted to share this thing. And with this, I want to close here. We will see soon again with other very cool stuff. And now we need to study a lot here. Which camera is this? We need to study a lot. It is how many pages? But there are not so many, but it requires its time. Yes, 100, but everything is adjusting. There is a lot of stuff to study, to test, to double check, to improve. It's not easy going today, next. It is a lot of things to do. And I'm happy that what I have set as objectives in September with the anamorphic squeeze in real time. And with this, the super objective will be to do anamorphic squeeze and this in real time. I have, even with that, at least 80 milliseconds of delay, because there are multiple hops, and I can eventually correct it if I use the audio at the last stage from the atom that is live streaming, and I'm correcting there. Only in that way can be corrected. But I cannot speak, so I will do my best to improvise and to show the cool stuff. And we see soon again. Thank you very much. And let's keep going. Thank you. Let me see if I can do my outro today, because it was working just a few moments ago. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.
Alqubit, IT as an expression of art. Alqubit, IT as an expression of art.